In this video, I'm going to share one of the most important tools that can help you prepare for any job interviews, whether you're a fresher or experienced. First, you need to understand how many category of interviews used to happen. Number one, first is behavioral based interviews. Second is HR, which is general based interviews. And the last is technical based interviews. Let's understand why these categories are important. First, which is general or HR interviews, basically to understand your aspiration and how company wanted to understand what are your culture you come from and what kind of expectation you will have in this particular profile. Second, behavioral based interview questions. The purpose of these questions is to just to assess the personality of the candidate or individual who is going to be hired. The purpose of this is mainly to find out how the candidate will react in certain situation. In many organizations where you will be working in a very tight deadline or it could be a pressure situation, so they just wanted to assess you whether you will be a right fit in that particular profile or not. Number three, technical interviews. We always prepare more for technical interviews and we ignore the rest of the other categories, which is general and HR categories and behavioral based questions. But technical interviews are mainly focused more on your subject and domain you want to join. For example, if you are a software engineer, you need to have a core understanding of certain tools and technologies. If you're a business analyst, you need to understand certain assessment tools like Power BI, Tableau, and so on, so that you can actually provide those technical expertise during the job. The purpose of this particular technical aspect is mainly a 30%, and rest is divided between the other categories, which is our behavioral based questions and HR interviews. So 30% we focus more and we ignore the rest of the thing, which is completely unfair for the job interviews. In this video, I'm going to share a tool that can help you prepare for all these three categories of job interviews, and that will help you boost your confidence during a job interviews. Without wasting your time, let me show you the tool by step process so that you. The best part of this tool is that you can access in both in the mobile phones as well as on laptops. First, you need to go to the Google Chrome or any browser and search Remasto and enter. Click on the first link. Now you have the option to prepare for both. Either you want to prepare for job interviews or internship. So let's say if you want to prepare for internship or job interviews, based on that, you can actually prepare for that. In this case, I'm just preparing for job interviews. In this, you can actually tap here on the arrow button. You will see the options on which you want to prepare for job interviews. If not, you can also search here. Like for example, I'm searching for business analyst. Can you see there is a multiple option that you get? So I want to prepare for business analyst. So I'll be clicking here. Now, this is another important thing that you need to know is which round you want to prepare for. So in this case, I'm pretty new to this system. I wanted to understand about the role. So let's say I wanted to warm up. But you can, based on that, you can actually figure out you want to prepare for behavioral interviews or role related or warm up. So let's say I'm clicking on warm up just to understand how this interview will go and tap here practice. Now, you can upload your resume for better understanding about the role. And since you will upload your resume, so you will get question based on your resume. It is ideal to add your resume so that you get maximum output in terms of what question they are going to ask based on your experience and entirely on your resume. So it is always suggested that you upload your resume here. If you do not have resume, if you do not want to upload a resume, I would suggest you to copy paste the job description in a Word format and upload here so that you get a clear understanding about what question they're going to ask you. So let's say, since I don't have any resume right now, so I'm just wanted to use it blank. I wanted to warm up. And now the best part, whom you want to practice, so many times you will know who is your interviewer. If it's a female, you can pick a female avatar. If it's a male, you can pick any of the, so that you know what kind of questions and expression that you can actually go through. So let's say in this case, I'm putting Lisa as an avatar. I'll checklist all these and start practice. Now, a lot of people get confused here. They just put their email address and password and try to sign in. Since you're not a member, you just have to log in with your Google account in order to access this particular tool. So just sign up with your Gmail account. Once you log in with your Gmail account, you will see this interface. That means you're ready for all your job interviews now. So what you'll do is just click on start practice.
Hey, hope you are having a great day. My name is Lisa, and I will be your interviewer for this round. Let's begin.
Crazy, right? So based on this, you can actually prepare for job interviews. You can also understand, how the pitch is, and they will also give you a breakdown of what kind of question you can expect. And this will give you complete analysis after the completion of this interview. For example, if you click on start answering, for example, how would you approach a situation where the data available is incomplete or unreliable? Is basically a business analyst kind of profile questions, so I'll just click here and just randomly, if I want to answer it, Now, if you want to provide any answer to this particular profile, they'll start listening here. So any answer that you will provide, they will assess the answer and they'll capture all the data that you are providing this. And you can actually practice so that you get all the insight, whether your pitch is great or whether you are lacking confidence or the keywords that you are not adding here in your while you're speaking to the recruiters. So this will give you a breakdown of entire situation and you can actually prepare for these kind of roles. Just click on and answer and you will be getting another
Can you give
question.
me an example of a time you had to work with incomplete data and how you addressed the issue?
So again, if you want to answer this question, again, you follow the same process and start answering this question. So the more you practice, the better you become. So once you have these questions ready, just end the answer. And
What method would you use to forecast sales for a new product?
if you want to click on evaluate criteria option, you can see how this entire evaluation criteria would work. Domain knowledge, what of the answer is, articulation, how the answer is, and your body language. So always sit confidently when you're for any job interviews. It's very important to sit straight body. You do not slouchy on your laptop. Just sit straight and just deliver it. So let's say I wanted to exit from this. So once you complete that, they will give you a breakdown of analysis, entire tonality, so that you can actually have a proper feedback and you can practice all the time. This is one of the most effective tools that I found on the internet, and this could be a game changer for your next job interviews. I'll share the link in the description as well as I'll pin it in the comments so that you can easily access it. Subscribe and do let me know what you think about this tool.